Hey, welcome. This is Nancy, and we are in our textbook Exploring Adobe Illustrator CS6 with the authors Tony Toland and Anessa Hartman. And we are working in Chapter 5 on, in this demo, we'll be working on exploring on your own. This is a little bit of an extra assignment, this particular chapter. So I'm going to get you started. We are going to go to read the section Color Management. I'm not going to go through that with you, but we're going to practice our color chords with a color theory lesson. So the first thing that we're going to do is in Illustrator, we're going to open a new file. So we're going to go to Illustrator and do File, New. And we want to call this Color, or Exploring on Your Own would probably be good. Underscore your name. Geez, somehow I totally messed up my click and drag here. Okay, there you go. We're going to have 6 artboards, and they are going to be 6 inches by 6 inches. And then we are going to click OK. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to get the zoom tool, and we're going to zoom in on the first artboard, and this is the one that I will do with you. Alright, so the instructions are to use the following tools to create a motif or design for each chord, one per artboard. So the first one is the dyad color chord, and we want to use the ellipse tool. So first we're going to get the ellipse tool, and then you can select any kind of design aesthetic you prefer. It just needs to be done with a series of ellipses. I click out of here. And so after you get your design done, and you can see that I've got them overlapping, I've got them, wherever. Just hurrying this. This is not going to be exactly as I would probably design it if I took the time to do it, but we're going to get the ellipses done, and then we're going to take a look at what a dyad color chord is. And if you go back in your textbook a couple of pages, I'm sure it probably is under the section Color and Design. And this is an example of a color wheel. All of you, or most of you, have probably had some kind of class that's introduced you to the color wheel. But for the first exercise, dyad is a color combination that you would find on the wheel that uses hues that are opposite each other on the color wheel or color spectrum, plus the addition of black, white, and or grays. So if you'll see how they have selected the colors, and then if you go up to the color wheel, select colors that are opposite one another on the color wheel, and then add black, white, or possibly gray. Alright, so we could pick, I'll just, we'll try purple and yellow. So we're going to get the selection tool, and I'm going to select a few of those, and I'm going to choose a purple, and I think I'll choose a white outline, and I'm going to increase that size just a little bit so we can see it. I'm going to close those up again. And then I'm going to select a few more. Again, bring up the swatches panel, and these are going to be yellow. And again, I want their stroke color to be white, and I want it a little bit wider. Then I'm going to choose the remaining, and I'll make those a gradient. All right, actually I want the gradient color slider, and I'm going to take that purple that I used, which is, I think it's either here or here, I'm not sure which one it is now, but I'm going to click, and I'm going to fill that one for the series with a purple to white gradient. And I'm going to make this stroke white. Again, it's going to be a little bit wider. All right, now I have the basis for the design. The only thing that I need to add to this now is to include a gray, a white. Actually, I've got everything. I've got the colors that are opposite one another on the color wheel, and then I've added white. And if I wanted also to add black, then I could maybe do a background color, which would, let's just make it filled, make the artboard full of the color black. Do object arrange, send to the back. And then we're going to get rid of our other information so you can actually see it. And there's the first artboard of that assignment. And that's how easy it is. You just first have to select the, go back to the assignment here. You first select the color panel or palette or motif. Then you color chord, I guess is what they're calling it. And then, so this is monochromatic, and again you want to go back to that page and identify what a monochromatic is. You know, it might be 3 or 4 different shades of red, or 3 or 4 or 5 different shades of blue. But a monochromatic, again, if you look at that, uses one hue or color plus the addition of black, white, and or grays. And then follow the rest of the pattern through the example, through the examples that are set in the back or here. So you'll do one for dyad, one for monochromatic, one for achromatic, one for analogous, one for warm hues, cool hues, and then with each one of those you'll use the individual tools that are identified with that particular color panel or color chord. Oh, did you hear that? One of my dogs is dreaming in the background. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you today. If you have any questions or need an additional, can you hear her? That's poor little Jessie. She must be having a nightmare. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I will see you later. Let me know if I need to do another demo for you. I'd be happy to do it.